questions. I'll start with Chris Bassnett, Journal-Star.
Hey, Ivan. To ask, what was this summer like for you being back home, not being able to get back over here for so long, and how'd you kind of handle that, and how'd you approach your workouts while you were over there?
Hi. It was a tough summer for me. I really try to improve my body, be a better player, especially with the pandemic going on. It was even harder, but I could like go back to my first coach in Bordeaux, France, and work with him, work out with him every day uh, at 5 a.m. sometimes. Like it was really hard, but I think we did a good job at this point.
Next, we'll go to Robin Washut.
Hey, Ivan, how much of an emphasis was it for you to reshape your body? And at what point did you kind of realize that that was something that you needed to really emphasize this offseason based off what you learned last year as a freshman to make yourself better as a sophomore?
I would say when I really started playing the Big Ten, see how great the bigs were. They almost pros for most of them. So just see play against these great players and realize that if I want to be great like them, I got to sacrifice something. So my sacrifice was like, okay, I'm gonna have a hard summer. I'm gonna be hard on myself, but I'm gonna reshape my body and try to be better next year. So yeah, it was really when we started playing Big Ten games.
Rex Smith, WOWT TV.
Hey, Ivan. For the most part, there's only really a select few of you here who were here last year. The rest of it's really a new team. So does that make it easier for you guys to really put last year in the past and just focus on what's ahead of you this year?
Yeah, I would say make it easier, but we can't forget last year. I feel like last year is a strength too. So like we lost a lot of game. It was tough, but it's also a lot of experience. And even though me and Thor are the only two returners, we got Delano, Shamil, and Derek who saw it too. So we just using last year as a fuel. So with everything that happened last year, we just want to make sure it's not happening this year. So yeah.
Andrew Ward.
Hey, Ivan. Coach was saying that he loves the competitive fire of this team. Just how competitive have these workouts been so far?
It's very competitive. The whole team is really buying into it. First of all, like everybody's working out every day, like, and when we stepping on the floor, everybody try to be at the best shape it can be. Everybody try to do the little things to help the team to win. So yeah, I would say that this year the team is very competitive. Our practices, yeah.
Michael Brunst.
Yeah, Ivan, how does having more post depth help you specifically this year? And maybe, what have you seen from Derek and Eduardo so far?
I'd say it helped me great because like last year I was really like the only true big in the team. This year we got Derek and Eduardo who were also big as well and good and working hard. So yeah, I'd say it helped me, and it's also closer to the reality, because in the Big Ten the big are really big, they're athletic, they're really good. So having some good players at practice to play against is definitely helping me.
Sam McEwen.
Hey, Ivan, thanks for doing this. How have you worked on your shooting, specifically free throw shooting? You got to the line a lot last year. Your team as a whole needs to work on that, but how have you specifically worked on it?
It was really like a big point too when I was back home with my coach. Really work on my free throws, change my routine a little bit, change my hand positions, and so I really worked a lot on it. And back home here, I be like keep working on it with coach, with the GAs. I'm really trying to score 100 free throws a day. Yesterday I scored 50. Work with coach after every practices on my free throw routine, on my free throw rhythm to try to be better this year.
One more question, and it relates to the pandemic when you were in France. In Toronto, where Delano was, it was very hard for him to find a gym. It sounds like you were able to do that. Is that because France didn't lock it down quite as hard, or because you had a coach who was able to sort of navigate that process and get you some access somewhere?
No, in France it was definitely hard. We couldn't even go outside, so we had to be at home. So that's what I'm saying. I was waking up at 5 a.m. and just try to like run outside or fire on the playing ground and work as much as I could, to be honest. But then as the process going on, like maybe a month or two later, they started opening the gym back again, so I could go to the gym and then really work. But at the beginning, it was all about conditioning and going to the playground to try to work where I could work at 5 a.m. and stuff like that.
Kevin Suits.
Hi, Ivan. Wondering how you guys are doing mentally. You still don't have a schedule yet. The season is just over a month away, and you begin practice tomorrow. How do you guys feel about what the next month plus could look like, and what is your thoughts on the season happening once they get it laid out? Because the pandemic still exists, and it sounds like your coaches are still making sure they're being mindful of everything you need to do.
Yeah, man, I'll say it's hard because like we still don't know who we're gonna play against, but I'll say that the whole team is very excited. We're ready for whoever we're gonna play, so we're just trying to be focused on just know that we're starting the season on November 25th, and we don't know who we're gonna play against yet, but we're just ready, trying to get ready for the season.
Connor Hebner.
Yeah, Ivan, it seems like you maybe got more comfortable as a season went along last year. Is that right? And what kind of worked for you in the second half of the season that you kind of found out about yourself?
I'd say working out. I'm a guy who loves to work, so like I try to work a little bit more. And with the season going on, I was 17-year-old, just growing, seeing great players. I kind of figured out what's working for me from my playing style in the Big Ten, and I try to really work on it, and it started to pay off late in the season.
Perfect. Thank you, guys, everybody. Thank you, Evan. That will conclude our press conference for today.
Thanks, Ivan. Thanks, Seamus.
Thank you.
Thanks.